Excuse me, don't apologise. Hi, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you doing? It's True Blue Tie here from Thailand with another Manchester City update, another Man City chat, or another Man City news, whatever you want to call it. Welcome back to Thailand. How are you doing? I'm fine. For instance, a bit more fine now. What's going to see in the news, which just broke about 50 minutes ago. So for instance, if you don't know me, I'm True Thai. For instance, I live in Thailand. I love Man United Football Club. For instance, and I like to talk about my team. And so for instance, I do these. But I'd just like to talk about the main team. I like to talk about the EDS. I like to talk about the ladies. For instance, because they're also part of the club, a fantastic, amazing club. And for instance, I'm here in Thailand, and just because I'm 10,000 kilometers away from the SES Stadium does not mean that, for instance, I don't feel it just as much as any person on the front line. So for instance, and so I hope you're doing well, and if you like what you're hearing, etc., I try to do it every single day. For instance, it's a struggle, but busy men. It's not always sunlight and roses this morning. In Thailand, etc. For instance, which everybody thinks it is. This morning, etc., went out for a run. For instance, every second day I do a 20 kilometer run if I possibly can, and then for instance I will do a swim 1 hour, and then I will do a 1 hour of yoga, and then for instance I'll try and do some exercise when I come back. For instance, so for instance I was up this morning. It's a bit cold for me at the moment here in Thailand. I think the temperature today was about 27 degrees and 23 degrees in the evening. And to you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, you're probably thinking, wow, that's midsummer. And there's a lot of foreigners over there, phalanx, at the beach, walking around with no t-shirt on. I'm thinking, oh, good God, you're joking me. Because I'm freezing. I've still got, look, sniff. I've got a sniffer. And I do with, and I'm at you in the morning. I'm, while I'm just... So I'm not drinking half as much water. I normally have about 3 or 4 showers, and I'm gonna have a maximum 2. I just don't sweat, So for instance, I'm just not cold. So but the sea today was freezing, absolutely again. So I swam out as much as I possibly can, and so for instance, and I had a bit of competition in my swimming this morning with a phalang, etc. And trying to beat me, for instance. Oh God, honestly. He didn't. They wear themselves out. They splash around, so of course, and then he's just like, then he's on to breaststroke, and then back then he's, and then he has to come back in. So, but very hilarious. Anyway, but now, so I'll come back, etc. I feel a bit decongested, feel a bit hot, because again, for instance, I'm still quite cold, and still feel a bit sick, but I'm happy I did it. Anyway, so for instance, and so I've been listening to United fans on TalkSport, and the Jason Cundy show, because they got away with one yesterday. I was gonna cook them today. They were about to get cooked big time. And there's a guy, for instance, in Denmark, for instance, who's a friend. What's it called? We don't see to eye to half football at all. He's a big United fan and City. And when I was living over in Denmark, etc., for instance, and we kind of had a few discussions about football, to say the least. And for instance, and he's the first person to have a go at me over City, for instance, and I'm a little bit more classy than him, I think. But he decided that he was going to, for instance, So, but he's been a bit untended. So, of course, I said, listen, if you do not beat Southampton tonight, mate, I'm going to cook you tomorrow, big time. We're going to have a nice cooking lesson. Your team has got to come on. And so for instance, a lot of ants down there. So for instance, and Nick got away with one. What was it? The 90th minute. My God. And Southampton was by far the better team. And if it wasn't for instance, what was his Ahmad? What was his name? The guy, for instance, who scored the hat trick. And I think some United fans said he was the first person who scored a hat trick at United since what was his name? Since Ronaldo did it, it's just so bad they are, and I believe they were absolutely shocking. And I was listening to the callers, and I thought, we're going to win the league. Oh, we're going to crack on. And the first two callers that, for instance, at Total Sport today, for instance, the evening show, we're talking about selling the guy who just got you the hat trick. And I'm like, what? Oh, we should have got we should have got. And the next one was, well, we should have kept Ten Hag, and it's like, flipping heck, these fans. Oh, we should bring back Jadon Sancho and just like go. Who would be a United fan? Seriously, moving. So let's move on from them. So that's because we got news, I think, reported by The Athletic and David Ornstein, for instance, and it appears that it's breaking news. Manchester City, Erling Haaland has signed a new 9.5-year contract to vastly committed a career, majority of a career to Man City. A 9.5-year contract? Gee whiz. I know he was happy at City, my God, he's not happy at the moment. What's it called? But a 9.5-year contract. Wow. It'll commit him to 2034. I'll be well happier. I'm older than what I am now. Gee whiz. God, well, Erling. So well done. And that is commitment for you. That is well after Pep, that is. So everybody say, oh, he's going to go because of Pep, or he's going to go to Madrid. Well, Madrid actually shot themselves in the foot with Erling Haaland by doing this stupid little thing with Vinicius Junior and not even turning up at the what's it called for the actual the event at the Ballon d'Or. And for instance, so that was Rodri. But I think they've just shown you what kind of crappy team they are. Everybody say, oh, well, if Real Madrid comes calling, you'll definitely have to go. It's that ship to me, that ship, not that ship, but that Real Madrid ship and the Barcelona ship has sailed a long time ago. And I'm sorry, the Premier League is the best the league, and what's it called? The better teams to join are the Premier League clubs, for instance, rather than the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. And don't go on about the goddamn weather. For instance, oh, it's a good weather. You want to go? You're going to want to go to Manchester, or you're going to live in Barcelona? You whatever. I have lived in Spain, right, and it does get cold. It does have a winter. Thailand's winters are nothing compared to when I was living in Spain. So sorry, please. It wasn't good. Yes, they got a good quality lifestyle, but if you got a lot of money, you're gonna have a damn decent lifestyle. May not have the weather, but it's not also the what's called is the be and all end all. And quite honestly, for instance, I love Thailand, etc. But my God, last thing I want to do is an international career what's called a footballer in Thailand. That's the reason why I go out running first thing in the morning, because it's cold or colder, whatever. It's what by April it's 30 plus degrees by 7 o'clock in the morning, and you want to go playing football in that? Absolutely not. So it's all right saying, Barcelona or Manchester, for instance. You've got to jump on a plane. There's too many foreigners, blanks, what's it called, Westerners, come over here, go on about them, whining about the British weather. Blah, 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 blah. British weather's rubbish, British weather's crap, British weather's. And do you know what? They end up going back to the UK because these words, quote these words, I heard it again from another guy. I miss the seasons. I miss the winters. I miss the autumn. So there you go. So all this nonsense about, they have the best weather, for instance, and half you goddamn foreigners who can fly coming over to Thailand, etc. That great, it's not every single day. It's sunny every single day. Well, it's not always the case, but but this is what I'm saying. So and I'm sorry, the way Barcelona can't afford a player, so he's not going to go there. Haaland. For instance, they haven't even paid Man City for our players, and also, for instance, he hasn't Real Madrid are, for instance, such a what do you call it? For instance, just a crazy club. For instance, and if you're playing well in Madrid, etc., they love you. If they don't play well, look at Bale, for instance, the way he was treated. For instance, so it's not actually. For instance, they're a bit of a plastic club for me, Real Madrid. So I'm not into Real Madrid at all. So Erling, you're at the best club, and if you're going to stay in this 9.5-year contract. Brilliant contract. So well done, Erling. Really happy for that. So what's it called about? The news. What's it called? So it looks like we had some news yesterday. We tracked a few planes yesterday. So, for instance, it looks like Reyes. For instance, he went via Portugal, Brazil to Portugal, Portugal to Manchester. So he's in Manchester now. For instance, probably organising his medical. As long as with Victor, no, Victor, as long with Abdul. Kusanov. So, for instance, he's in Manchester now. We actually watched the plane land at Manchester on Lewis's channel yesterday. That was great. Nice blue, like dark blue plane. Showed pictures on Twitter of him on the plane. Next stop, Manchester. So those two are in town at the moment. And then we got the news because originally a stream company, for instance, he actually put down and say that the original bid by Manchester City was rejected for Omar Moose. But which is understandable because it was a pretty poor one, really. City trying to, you know, for instance, trying to get him on the cheap. But unfortunately, we can't do that. So, for instance, so it looks like we're going to have to pay the big money, which is fine, and I'm all right with it. It could be come up to 80 million quid or whatever, or euros. But I'm okay with it because we got to pay the bag, we got to pay the money, we got to splash the cash. Not like we can't afford it. But if we jump out the Champions League and we don't hit top four, then we're going to feel it big time. So Man City's got to splash the cash, pay the money, regardless of whatever. Listen, forget about the goddamn media. Oh, Man City, the vote, because they're all listening to Man City spent all this money. Man City spent last season, last January, it was only spent this much, but Man City's blah, 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 blah. And all the crying's coming about how much money Man City is spending now on players and cry. We need to do it, and we need to pay the bag because we screwed up, and then for instance, but we're putting it right and getting these three guys in. Two defenders and a forward, exactly, for me is brilliant. The next one on the list is the CDM. Lewis is having crying a bit yesterday. For instance, when are we going to game? When are we going to game? Oh my God! How come we not linked with anybody? Calm down, Lewis. We're going to be fine. We're going to be okay. I still find David Luiz, for instance, a good shout, for instance. And why have we not got him? Because I think just waiting for because we're dealing with this lot. We're dealing the three, free signings. Now we've got Mamousk over the line, except he won't be playing on Friday with Eintracht Frankfurt. So, for instance, so we'll have probably a double. We'll have Pep Guardiola or Tiki, for instance, and you've got Kuznetsov on one side, and you've got Reyes or Hayes or whatever his name is, etc. Victor, for instance, on the opposite side, and with the old photos, and so we're still looking forward to that. And then and then in City fans, we can go off to for instance Ipswich and on Sunday. But we've got to pay the money, got to pay the bag, and by the looks of it, this Moose guy, for instance, and this new Egyptian king, for instance, he looks pretty damn decent. So I scored again, and so for instance, and I think we got to pay the extra money because maybe he's not worth it, maybe he's worth the money, but the fact is, A, we're desperate for him. B, he's a very informed striker. C, he's what we would a perfect replacement for Alvarez, and D, for instance, his what was the D? What was the most important thing? For instance, his age. For instance, in form. He's playing well. Happy. And there is a D, and I forgot the D, so I don't apologise. We have these little things I told you a few days ago. Little flies, and what they do, they hang around your nose. They got meringue one, can't stand them. Meringue sap, and the tiny little things. And what they do, they hang around, and when they get the opportunity, they go flying up your nose, and sometimes they go in your mouth. And I think you swallow one. So they're really annoying. So give me a crocodile, give me a snake, give me a spider, any day of the week. I don't care. These these things. Even I've got ants down here. For instance, and we got some big ones here. I swear to God, they bite you. They really hurt. But for instance, the most annoying animal when I've lived in Spain, I've lived in Italy, I've lived in Scandinavia, I've been all over the world. Is flies. Can't stand them. Manangwan wasn't good as they over here. And then these little tiny ones, so they are definitely a second because they really are annoying. So, for instance, and they fly around and they wasn't good. And for some strange reason, I want to go flying up your nose and it can all go in your gob. So they are. So there you go. And flies hanging around my leg. For instance, anyway, so that was good. There was a other interest, for instance, on JSTG. For instance, he was talking about a few things. Rosenberg, midfielder, Sven Napan, 18-year-old. He was a midfielder. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a midfielder. Well, so we're signing, we could be looking at him, 18-year-old, Team Napan, has been targeted. So he is a demand. The Rosenberg are demanding 10 million quid for him. So what's called? So that was new. But he's a midfielder, an 18-year-old. Whether he'll come play in City or if he'll go direct to the EDS, I don't know. For instance, but again, that was another name. For instance, we'll link to yesterday, for instance, and 10 million quid, etc. is nothing compared to what we've been spending. And then, for instance, they were talking about Andrea Cambiaso from Juve, for instance, as we'll hold talk with Juventus on Friday to discuss the deal for Andrea Cambiaso. I can't see him coming to City, for instance, until summer. Kyle Walker replacement, etc., or whatever, or back up against the defence. It's good to City. What's the goal? They're really dealing with the defence now. I don't. For instance, Diaz hopefully will be back for Ipswich, but we'll see. And but Aki and Akanji is good, and Guardiola good. You need a leader. For instance, we need Diaz back, and and if we can get extra a proper right back, etc., a proper replacement for Akanji can go right back, etc., and we can put this Kuznetsov, etc., in the midfield, and then we can get Cambiasco, but we're talking about Cambiasco playing a bit further forward. So we'll see how that goes. But again, another great player. Showed pictures of him with a Man City T-shirt yesterday with, for instance, of what's it called? Because it appears that John Contello was one of his mates. So I don't know about that. So I think he'll be able to be an ideal pet player. But I don't think Juve want to get rid of him until the summer. But and it's going to cost us a bit. It could be a summer thing, etc. But hopefully we'll see how that progresses. So again, for instance, still no word on a CDM, but I do believe, for instance, City will go for a CDM after we've crossed the and dotted T's on these guys. I think former player, for instance, Pablo Zabaleta, I think he had his 40th yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. So happy birthday to you, sir. For instance, there was a talk of Yaya Toure was on Sky Sports, and it appears that, for instance, he has no doubt Man City will get back to their best. For instance, and I have no reason to not to doubt his words. For instance, so absolutely not. So I am really, really happy about that. So, for instance, any other news? Nope. From what I know, for instance, what's it called? Looking at other things. What's it called? So the ladies, for instance, the chickens, right? So the ladies got a back-to-back this weekend, this weekend, and the next few days on the 19th and the 23rd against United, the Bags. So we got the, I think it's in the FA Cup. He's here to stay. Yeah, yes, they signed it. Wow, they signed it. A 10-year contract. They signed it. Wow. He's here to stay. Wow, 26 minutes ago. Wow. Yeah. I don't know if there was rumours, but I didn't realise they were going to sign it. It's a 10-year contract. Welcome, Erling. Yay. Fantastic. Yeah. But no, it was a quick and easy decision for me. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Well done. Erling. Now I want to get even better. He's been speaking as well. I want to listen to that one. So I just didn't see that. It's brilliant. Well done, Erling. Yeah, you heard it first. Well, probably not. But there you go. So, brilliant news. Absolutely superb news. Right. Yeah, superb. Absolutely superb. Really, really good. Let's go back onto the ladies. Yeah, they've got two games. For instance, against United, one at 1:45 in the morning. For me, it's going to be a bit. For instance, against United, they're in the what was it? We got the FA Cup because we beat Ipswich 3-0, the ladies, and for instance, which was. So yeah, so for instance, and then they got United again. So for instance, in the Premier League in Salford, for instance, a bit later on. So, but big up the ladies. So looking for my lady, my two of my favourite ladies, star striker, for instance, what's it called? Who's still not back at the moment. So, but yeah, the Everton defeat. I'm still getting over that Everton. I was watching that Everton game. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so Bunny Shaw, for instance, yeah, I'm still worried about her. The EDS, they scored, they beat 5-1. They scored, for instance, yeah, so that was, yeah, and now they faced AF, AF Filed and or Leeds. So, yeah, so, but they won. 5-1. So for instance, it was in Millwall. So brilliant. So well done the EDS. So it was good because I was worried about that because the woman looked a bit shaky the EDF after they sell all these players. Great Alan. But yeah. So any other news? Any other news? Oh, we only need one more. One news. Oh, good. 10-year deal. Yeah. Oh, gave me up that is. Wow, it's a shock. 10-year deal. Wow, 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 wow. He almost like City. And why not? He's a smart guy. He's treble. He's, he's got an for instance, he's got everything. He's on a good, probably got a good wedge, as they say. So yeah. Anyway, so guys, I'll let you know. For instance, but other than that, that was good news for here. So we'll look forward to the new signings. Ipswich on Sunday. For instance, a quick chat about the games, etc. coming up. But you're leaving with me with a smile. A big smile. A big smile. Yeah. Haaland. He's got 10 years. Love it. Great country. Great quality of living. Anyway, guys, love you and leave you. Cat from Thailand. If you come to Thailand, stay safe. Be smart. Wear helmets. If you're going to ride a motorbike, nobody wants to see you walking around with t-shirts. So wear t-shirts. See too many foreigners walking around with t-shirts and be respectful for the locals, etc. For instance, you're just here to help you. What's it called? For your whole nice senses the logo and Thailand and Saudi Cap and yeah, I'll see you.